was a California August in '82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest, you step in. We finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife. Right. People might think that we're frontin', then they see all the noobs online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by SCO. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. No. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams. Yeah. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams. Yeah.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD live from Philadelphia. Well, outside of Philadelphia, not in Philadelphia proper, because that place is a armpit. Let me tell you. What's up? I'm joined by my man, Hammock Guy, Hammock Man, Days Gaming, whatever you want to call him. What's up?
Howdy, Tony. How you doing?
I'm doing fucking fantastic.
Great.
Chilling out at the hotel. I know Days is out of delay as always. He's got this like 13-second delay. It's so weird.
Of course.
So this week is going to be obviously a little bit different because I'm not at home. I'm not at the computer. I can't bring up articles. We can't talk about things. We can't Google daily. No thinking. Google daily tonight.
Doesn't Tony? I think Tony sounds a little bit different in the hotel. He doesn't quite sound quite as froggish.
That's what Retro Bro said. Retro Bro goes, "Hey, you sound different, and if I would have met you," he goes, "if you had just walked up to me and started talking, I would have no idea who you were." No.
You should have.
Well, I would have, but then Mad Max was there with him. It was real weird.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go? Did you get your money?
No, he didn't give me my money. He said, he goes, "I'll send you a super chat." So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
See, bro says Tony sounds way different in real life. Bro heard my real voice. I've been telling you guys. I said, "Hey, I don't sound like this. I don't know what it is. Something about the acoustics in the room that I am in, or the microphone, or the way it gets compressed through YouTube or something. But my voice does not sound like this." Now I got 100% verifiable proof from the Retro Bro, who's a lot shorter. I will say this: I thought Bro was taller. He's a lot shorter than I thought.
Well, we saw the pictures. Like, I know he's taller than Tommy, but you could tell that he's about what his height was standing next to Tommy.
Yeah,
We all know Tommy is short.
He is tall. He is as muscular as he looks, though. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh, sexy bro.
Tony, did you meet Pat, Brett, or Bacon Ice Cream? I met all three. I met Brett Weiss, who has signed the Amico shell. Pat, the NES punk, who agreed to sign it and then didn't. We'll talk about that. And I met Bacon Ice Cream, who was really scared and tried to get away from me very awkwardly.
Did he really?
Yeah. Retro Bro says I'm not Tommy short. I'm 5'8".
Yeah, that's kind of about what I figured. 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah. So what have you been up to? How's your week been, Hammock Man?
Same old bullshit, man. Just fucking another week. Just glad to be finally at my Friday. Tomorrow, my wife and I are gonna head up to Michigan and do some antiquing, and so I'll probably do a little bit of filming while I'm up there. Hopefully, find some cool stuff. But even if not, I just think I like getting out and looking, and gives me a excuse to make a YouTube video. So, kind of excited about that. Been hot here though.
Oh, lucky you! It's been the first. It was supposed to be hot all weekend. I get here and it's fucking dreary, like a dreary 59 degrees the first day. Second day it rains. It rained earlier today, but then it got hot later in the evening. So that was that.
Have you had a Philly cheesesteak yet?
Not yet. I'm not even in. Like I said, I'm not even in Philadelphia proper. I'm like 2 towns over. It's
Yeah.
weird. Let's see. What else we got?
How was
Emmy needs to smoke weed. What?
What, to chill out? I know it does keep me chill, Genovi. It does, but I'm trying to be on the straight and narrow these days. Trying to be a better husband and a better father.
Hammy, don't yell at anyone tonight. Were you yelling at? I heard something. I didn't get to watch any videos. I've been busy living life, touching grass.
I don't even want to get into it, man. It just fucking. I will send you the thing. People were picking on Carl. I got a soft spot for Carl, so I jumped in and just fucking shredded some people and got out. It was only like a 2-minute thing. So. I told Carl though I'm not getting on any more of these streams. So don't look at me to come get in there.
All right. Genovi says, "Is Sweet as sexy as we believe him to be? Is Bacon Ice Cream as round as he looks on film? And did Joe give the hug I requested?" I can answer 2 of those questions. I don't know anything about Sweet Tenant, but I can tell you Bacon Ice Cream is as round as he looks. He is. And Bro did not give me a hug. Bro was intimidated. I walked up to him and he was scared. He's like, "Please, Mexican, don't take my money." I was like, "It's me, bro." He's like, "Put your wallet away. It's okay."
That's funny.
It was actually not as awkward as you would think. Me and Bro, I think we got along pretty well. We talked, we chatted. Me and Mad Max got along decently.
Really?
The whole RJ stuff hanging over everything, so it's like a little awkward there. Rhea just took off. I guess she didn't want to talk to me. So that was weird.
So Bacon Ice Cream was trying to get away from you. He's scared.
Let's see. Tony, there's PJ Wilhings close to the expo. They have decent cheesesteaks there. Well, I'll try to go tomorrow after the or in the middle of the expo sometime. I fucked up today because today I keep forgetting that I'm an hour ahead.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I got to get back by 7 to do the stream, but then the stream wasn't scheduled till 8.
Yeah, you're messaging me like, where you at?
Well, because at 7 o'clock, I was going to go to the Hack the Movies. Tony from Hack the Movies was going to have a panel. And I was going to go to that, but I was like, oh, 7 o'clock, I got to stream. And I was like, no, fuck. Then I got back, and I was like, no, fucking, the stream don't start till 8. Like, it probably could have. So I did meet Tony from Hack the Movies. If Tommy Amico's here, Justin Silverman was walking around, like, doing security or some shit. So he was there. Wood Hawker was there. Fucking Dreamcast guy, all the other Spawn Wave people, I don't fucking know who they are. They were there. So it was weird. It was weird.
Did you buy anything?
I bought a Intellivision Lives for PS2.
Yeah, Genovi, I feel you, man. I don't know. Like, I've struggled with addiction a lot in my life, and it's like I know it's like silly to even think that you could be addicted to weed, but it's like I've done like a lot of other hard drugs in my life, and it's like for me it's just been better to just completely cut it off. I don't drink either anymore. I was pretty freaking wild back in my day. got arrested a few times, so I just kind of made a decision to stop it. I mean, I dabble every now and then, but for the most part, I try not to. But I tell you, it does definitely help with chilling out. It certainly does, but it causes other fucking problems in my life. But I know, man, it is good for a lot of people.
Genovi says, damn, y'all don't want to see me in person. I require hugs, and you won't have an option unless we're no longer friends. I would have hugged bro, but bro didn't want to hug me. I didn't want to be awkward and just start like hugging, going for a hug.
You should have.
So just like Genovi said to hug you. Sweet and Tender says, lol, Tony did not realize it was me when we met. I would realize it was you. I did not, unless you were Brett Weiss. There's like 6 people at the convention literally know who I am. Bro, Mad Max, and Rhea, Brett Weiss, Pat the NES Punk, and then Tony from Hack the Movies were the only ones there who knew who I was, like that I introduced and talked to. So no, Sweet and Tender, you definitely weren't there. You definitely weren't. You didn't see me. Getting ghosted by Rhea, yeah. I didn't hear the bacon ice cream story. So what happened was, so we get there, right? This was Friday. Yeah, yesterday. Fuck. So we get there Friday and we're walking around, and I had already seen Pat. And we'll get into the Pat story later, but they had this little section where there people were playing like board games, like a bunch of tables set up so people could play board games and stuff. And they had these little cards that say free game, right? So I guess he had just finished playing, or he was just sitting there or whatever. But I seen him, and I walked up to Bacon Ice Cream, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, are you that bacon ice cream guy?" "Yeah, you're that bacon ice cream guy. You're one of them Amico mods, right?" And he's like, "Well, no, I'm not the only one." I'm like, "Well, on the Facebook, right? You're Amico mod on the Facebook." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh man, I see the sign say free game. You got the Amico with you? Are you letting us play Amico games here?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "No, I don't got an Amico." He's like, "Why? You got an Amico?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't got no Amico. I got a shell that was signed by Tommy." And then the look on his face, he went from like happy to see me, and then all of a sudden like the look dropped, and like he just started packing up, like trying to walk away.
Did he really?
Yeah, dude.
He didn't talk to you after that. He didn't say anything.
He was trying to walk, but I kept talking. I'm like, I got a shell that sign. I'm like, maybe one day out of Amico. And he's like trying to walk away. He's like, yeah, maybe the Amico will come out one day. He's like, kept like, you know, when people do that little shuffle, they don't want to talk to them when they start shuffling. That's what he started doing.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So 7 people. Bacon Ice Cream probably realizes who I am.
It's the shell. It's the giveaway.
Now, what was the most awkward interaction? Probably that one. Or when I walked up to Rhea because I seen Rhea. I didn't see Mad Max, right? I seen Rhea first. So I walked up to her and I waved. right? And she looked at me confused. I'm like, hey, Rhea. And I guess because the voice is different and everything, she was like, gave me a look like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "Oh, it's me, Tony." She's like, "Oh, hi." I'm like, "Hey, Rhea." And then Max was behind me. He's like, "Hey, Tony." I'm like, "Hey, look, it's Max." And it was just like it was really the energy there was just so awkward. Like it was like I just feel like Rhea didn't want to talk to me. She just wanted to fucking leave. So that
Man,
was like,
I should have been there with you. Maybe it would have made things a little bit easier.
yeah, I was like, well, here, because I had Sidekick Max with me. I'm like, hey, Rhea, and that's Sidekick Max. And she's like, oh, hey. Like, it was like the weakest, like, hey ever. Like, rescue me, somebody. So that was awkward.
Oh God, awful. That sucks.
That was awkward. And then the Pat thing. So the Pat thing, uh, if it makes you feel better, the only one who offered me a hug was Rhea. Oh, oof.
uh,
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, Dreamcast guy was there. He was walking around. He did like a whole him and the like Spawn cast or whatever did a panel. Let me see. Hold on. Tony sounds happy. This happened. Tony sounds happy. This is what happens when you leave your bedroom or end up making roast streams later today. Nah, I'm just chilling. I sound different because of the acoustics.
you do sound a little happier.
I had a monster, so that's probably
There you go. That's it. You got your fix.
Bacon ice cream. It's the frog. Run for your lives. Yeah, he was like trying to get out of fucking Dodge. It's funny. Let's see. Why is everyone afraid of Tony? I don't know. I don't know. Brett Weiss wasn't. The first. This was funny. So I seen Brett Weiss on the first day, right? And it was just after the Pat thing. After Pat. So I we're walking around. I was like, oh shit, there's Brett Weiss, right? And I'm going, buy my book. And Psychic Max is like, what the fuck you doing? I'm gonna go, oh, that's Brett Weiss's thing, right? So I was like, buy my book. I was like, I'm gonna go up to Brett Weiss and be like, buy my book. And he's like, no, you're not going over there. I'm like, come on, let me go over there. Psychic Max like, no, you're not gonna go over there and bother Brett Weiss. So the first day I didn't go up to Brett Weiss. The second day I did though. After I had the interaction with Pat, then I was walking around. I see Brett. I was like, well, if Pat's not gonna sign the show, I'll get Brett to sign the show, right?
Right.
So I walked up to Brett. I was like, hey, what's up, Brett? And he's like, oh, hey. I'm like, it's Tony. I was like, I know you covered the Amico and interviewed Tommy. I was like, wondering if you could sign this. And he's like, what? I'm like, so I pulled out the shell. He's like, he starts laughing. He's like, oh my God, where'd you get that? I'm like, dude, this is the charity show. This is the one that Tommy and all them signed. He's like, oh yeah, I'll sign it. And he's like, signs it real nice. And me and Brett had like a nice little conversation about Pat and about his book and everything. And Brett White seemed like a decent fellow. Like he didn't one time tell me to buy his book. I wanted him to say it. I just say buy my book when he did it. Maybe I'll get him tomorrow. I'm gonna film and be like, hey, can you say buy my book? That would mean the world to me.
If he does that, then I might have a completely changed opinion about Brett Weiss because he sounds like he might be half decent.
No, he was. Like I said, he was friendly. He talked to me. He wasn't like rude. He wasn't standoffish. He didn't be like you fucked up the Amico. He was just like cool. He was just like a dude. He was just like a fucking dude. But I can put it.
That's
like I said,
cool.
He wasn't like pressuring me to buy his book. It was like, I got a book. Why don't you buy my book? No,
buy my book. Buy my Patreon.
They just seems like I guess an normal old dude, right? Like
he's the boomer.
Yeah. This mic sounds so much better. It's just the phone. It's literally just the phone.
It's mic. The room. It must be the room. The hotel room just
got better acoustics.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't think your other is bad. It just is different.
See, damn it. Did my fucking thing freeze? Damn it. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me, but I can't fucking I can't switch off the fucking like on my screen. It shows just the views, saying
It
this mic
doesn't.
sounds better, but I can't fucking switch. Like it's frozen the screen.
When you okay there now, it says stream elements popped up.
No.
Sweet and Tender says, "I want to see Brett's autograph on the shell." I do too. Do you have the shell?
Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't know why the fuck it froze. Like my screen wasn't doing shit, but fucking
The phone is weird trying to use StreamYard, dude. Sometimes it's dumb.
yeah. I got the shell. So before I show the shell,
Let's hear the
more.
Pat story.
There's more. There's more because so the Pat story was yesterday. I go there real early. We get there like early. So I can get our badges. It's like pretty empty. It's chill. And I seen Pat. I said, "Oh shit, there's Pat, right?" I was like, "Well, let me ask him. Let me go up to him and ask him about signing the shell because I wanted to get him the shell." So I go over there. I was like, "Hey, hi Pat." Actually, you know what? Strike that. I go over there and I'm kind of like looking. You know how like you do that? Like you're like looking. And like I was looking at his books and stuff, and he sees me and he gives me that look like, "Yeah, you could come over and talk to me, right?" I walked over. I was like, "Hey Pat." I was like, I'm big fan of your Amico coverage. Try to butter him up. I'm like, big fan of your Amico coverage. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's smiling. He's all like happy. I'm like, "Yeah," I said, "I want to ask you a question." He goes, "Oh, what?" I goes, "Yeah, I want you to sign something. I got something, that I want to know if I bring it tomorrow, will you sign it?" He's like, "Well, what?" I'm like, "Well, I got an Amico shell. Right? I got a signed Amico shell. Would you sign it?" And he's like, his face just drops. He's like, "Are you Tony?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Tony." I'm like, "So will you sign it?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll sign it." He said, "Yeah, bring it in, I'll sign it." It's like, "Cool." Right? And he does, like where you do a fist pump. Well, he puts his hand up like he's gonna do a fist pump, but like he puts it like way back. Like he just like it's back by his head. So I had to like reach over and like I just tapped his fist. I'm like, "Hey, I'll see you tomorrow, Pat." But he looked like scared as fuck. Like I don't know if he thought I was gonna cause a scene or if I was gonna fucking like hit him. But he
Hit
obviously
him.
knew who I was, right? Because he was like, "Are you Tony?" So he knew who the fuck I was, right?
Right.
So then today, so I bring the shell today. I go over there. Like I was like, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to Pat, get him to sign it. That way we get that shit out the way, right? So go over there, and he sees me. I'm like, "Hey, Pat." I was like, "I got the shell. Can you sign it?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm not gonna sign that." I'm like, "Dude, like you told me yesterday you were gonna sign it." He goes, "Yeah, but I didn't realize that you're friends with Genovi in that." I'm like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, you're friends with that piece of shit Genovi." I'm like, "Okay." Like, "Yeah, I am." Like, "So what?" Like, he's like, "Well, he made that that hit piece on me." I'm like, "What that got to do with fucking me, right?" Like, he's like, "Well, you said Genovi's a good dude." I'm like, "He is a good dude." He's like, "No, he's not. Like, he's a good dude to me." He's like, well, he's not a good dude to me." I'm like, "Well, that's not my problem." I'm like, "He's a good dude to me." I'm like, "There's a lot of people that you're probably friends with that are good dudes to you that I probably don't like, right?" I was like, "But that ain't got nothing to do with it." He's like, "No, but you're friends with Joey." I'm like, "Dude, I'm friends with fucking Larry too." He's like, "You're friends with Larry?" I'm like, "Yeah, friends with Larry."
Oh God, why did you even say that?
Because I was pissed at this point because he's already like, "Nah, I guess I should." I'm like, "Friends with Larry." Like, what the fuck does it matter? He's like, "Well, you were talking all that shit about me." I'm like, "Dude, you talk shit about me too." He's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, you did." I'm like, "You fucking went on your thing and like made a big deal about me fucking being a fucking Republican and shit." He's like, "No, I did." I'm like, "You did." I said, "Literally, when fucking the dude from the other Amico Reddit made that whole fucking drama shit about me being a fucking Trump supporter, and then you said shit about me that fucking next stream." It's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "Fucking man, I know you did." I was like, "Whatever." So then I was like, he's like, "Well, you accused me of stealing your stuff." I'm like, "Dude, I said, "I didn't accuse you of stealing." I said, "You fucking did borrow shit from me." He's like, no, I didn't." I was like, "Dude, I fucking reported shit and then you reported." He goes, "Well, you said I didn't have sources." I was like, "No, I didn't." I said, "You had sources," but I said, "You also used some of the shit I did." He goes, "I only record once a week, Tony." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you do. But it's really coincidental that the exact shit that I said, the exact shit you said." I said, of all the people that reported on the cell phone games being on the Amico, I said, or the Sesame Street games, I said the only people that said that there was 4 games, not 3. Everyone else said it was 3 games, right? because it was like the Big Bird game, the Count game, and the Cookie Monster game, right? Like everyone else said it was 3 games. I said the only people that said it was 4 was me and you, because I knew that it was 2 different Cookie Monster games. He's like, well, I didn't steal from him. I'm like, dude, I was like, I even DM. I used to DM with fucking Ian, right? I sent Ian stuff on DM, and I'm sure he told you. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't DM with Ian. I said, yeah, I did. I fucking DM with Ian. I said, I'm sure he told you. And he's like, wait. I said, dude, want me to pull my phone out and prove it to you? He said, yeah, pull your phone out. Let's see, right? Like, he's trying to call my bluff, right? So I pull my phone out and I show him.
Oh no!
And I get it, right? I get it up. I go, here. And he's looking. He's like scrolling through. He's like, well, what'd you tell him? I'm like, dude, you have the phone in your hand. I'm like, fucking read the fucking DMs, right? And then he's like, well, is this even Ian? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so he's clicking on it, right? He's not Ian. Keeps changing his name. So he fucking clicks on it. He goes, okay, well, that is Ian. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? You think I'm lying to you? Like, I'm fucking like, I'm that much of an idiot? I'm trying to bluff you in front of you like this? He's like, well, what'd you tell him? I'm like, dude, you have the phone. The texts are right there. I'm like, you can see the stuff that I'm telling him. Like all the stuff that I was reporting before I was reporting it or right after, right? I'm like, and then eventually, like the lady he was with, I don't know who she is, but there was like a lady with him, and she's like, well, this other guy wants to he doesn't want to. He's not worried about like internet bullshit arguments. He wants to talk to Pat. So Pat's like, hold on. So he's like dealing with the other guy. He gives me my phone back. Eventually, like I'm waiting there like fucking like 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, I'm like, if you don't want to sign it, I'm just fucking whatever, right? I'll leave. And eventually he's like, no, hold on. He gets done with the other dude, and he's like, well, I didn't read. He goes, I go, dude, if you don't want to sign it, I'll just fucking go. But I was like, you should have told me that shit yesterday. I said, yesterday you told me you'd sign it. He goes, well, I didn't realize who you were. Like, yeah, you did. I said, you knew who I was. I was like, dude, if you don't want to sign it, whatever, right? But I was like, you made me drag this shit all the way over you. I was like, the least you could do is sign it. I go, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not looking to fucking make a YouTube video. I'm obviously not recording right now, right?
Yeah.
I said, I just want fucking, I want everybody who's been involved in this shit to fucking sign the show, right? I was like, I signed it. I get other people to sign it. He goes, well, who else have you got to sign it? I go, nobody, just fucking me right now, right? You're the first one. And he's like, well, no. So I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable signing it, right? What the fuck? Like, dude, whatever. Right? And then the chick's like, well, yeah, well, he didn't know who you were. We were talking about it after you left here yesterday. I was like, okay, whatever, right? I'm like, dude. I was like, fucking Tommy hated me just as much as you hated you. And then he starts arguing about who Tommy hated more, right? He's like, well, Tommy tried to get me blackballed from convention and stuff. I'm like, dude, well, Tommy probably would have did the same thing to me, but I'm not famous, so there was no conventions you could get me blackballed from, right? He's like,
God, I wish I had seen this.
He goes, well, that's irrelevant. I'm like, no, is it? I'm like, he tried to sue me. I'm like, he's like, well, he didn't try to do anything. I'm like, dude, he was passing a picture around to the Amico shills of who he thought was me, right? He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, like he's a piece of shit. Like we both know he's a piece of shit. He's like, well, we could agree on that. I'm like, okay then, just sign a fucking shell. He wouldn't sign it.
Dang. Man, I really wish he would have. We need to get everyone to sign that. Come on, Pat. Please sign it.
I did, bro. That was like, I told him, like, Tommy tried to fucking talk to me, and he tried to sue me and shit. But, like, Pat was just, like, being, like, he was just so mad that I was friends with Genovi. He's like, no, you're friends with Genovi. Whatever. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm like, you should have just fucking said yesterday.
You lost it probably when you said, yeah, and I'm friends with Larry.
Because he pissed me off, dude. Because he was sitting down, and then he got up. Like, he got up. Like, he was puffing his chest up at me. And I wouldn't have had that. Like,
oh, was he?
There was lucky there was nobody around because, like, even the lady he was with kind of looked like, oh shit, like these guys are gonna fucking start throwing hands soon.
Damn, I wish somebody had filmed this.
Like, it was getting loud at one point.
That was probably the highlight of the freaking thing then. At least for us Amico nuts.
Yeah, bro didn't talk to fucking Pat. I was disappointed. I went up to bro, right? I think it was like the second thing I asked him after I said hello and everything. I was like, did you go talk to Pat? And bro's like, no. He's like, no, I don't want to go talk to Pat because, it's already bad. I was like, dude, go talk. I was like, Bad Max went and talked to Pat. I said, I went and talked to Pat. Let's go talk to Pat. Like, go talk to Pat. He's like, bro, I can't go talk to Pat. I'm like, you're a pussy. I even go, I'm gonna tell everybody on the street that you pussied out. You don't want to go talk to Pat. You're scared of Pat. So there it is, bro. I told you I was gonna tell everybody. Scared. You don't want to end up in jail.
Did you get Bro to sign it?
Yeah, Bro signed it.
Hell yeah.
So I got Bro and Mad Max to sign it, but the marker, like I bought it today. I bought a brand new marker just for the fucking sign the show. It's like a fucking silver marker.
Mm-hmm.
And it like dried up by the time Mad Max and them got to it. So theirs was like, really fake. Like you could see it, but like barely. Bro and Mad Max signature. Brett's was like really nice. Fucking Brett Weiss.
Maybe you should get a new marker and just trace over it so you don't lose it.
Yeah. I think because I had the marker in my pocket upside down. Like the fucking shit.
Yeah, probably.
Ian wasn't there, so I couldn't get Ian to sign it. Pat didn't hate Max the way he hated me. But what was he gonna do, bro? Like seriously, like Pat's not gonna like.
Yeah, Pat. They had Retro Bro on the freaking soundboard that they used.
Yeah, bro. I got a wife and kids, and I'm about to get arrested. I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what's he gonna do? He's not gonna like throw a punch at you. Like he'll get loud with you, like "fuck you, bro." And you're just like, "Fuck you, Pat." Right? Like knock over his books, like "fuck your books."
Well, I guess we're never gonna get Pat on the panel now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So, but then I don't know if you remember way back when, Past the Controller, their like little like podcast thing, whatever the hell that is. They had interviewed Tommy. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the one guy, Big Smoke, he's like an ex-wrestler. He went actually to California and he went and played the Amico. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're from Philadelphia and they're at the convention like running the panels and stuff, like the big panels.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the David Hayter panel, right? And
yeah.
We were listening to Snake talk and do his thing, and they're interviewing him, asking him questions, and like, what the hell is that word I'm looking for? Mediating. They're mediating the panel.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I kept thinking, like, these guys look familiar, right? These guys look familiar. And then it dawned on me, I was like, I think these guys interviewed Tommy, right? So I looked it up as we're at the thing. I was like, yeah, they did. They interviewed Tommy. So I was like, you know what? I got to get these guys to sign the fucking show, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, everybody that's they were involved, right?
Yes.
Even as little as they were, right? So it all ends, the panel ends, and David Hayter's there, and he's talking to the two guys from the Past the Controller podcast. And I go up towards the stage, right? And I'm standing there waiting. And they're taking pictures and shit. And eventually they turn around. And I'm like, hey, can I get you to sign something, right? And this one dude like runs out of nowhere. He's like, no, you can't get him to sign nothing. You can't.
Oh my God.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here. You got to go. I'm like, I don't want David Hayter's signature. I was like, I want this guy's signature, right? And fucking David Hayter, like, he looked like, what? Like he's all fucking confused, right? And fucking Big Smoke's like, what? Like even he's like, what? And I pull out the shell, right? I was like, dude, can you sign this Amico shell? And he's laughing. He's like, yeah. He's the guy. He's like, I gotta walk David Hayter back down to the where he's at. That was a little area. He's like, meet me over by my booth over there. The Past Controller booth. I'll sign it. So it was like 20 minutes before he got back, and I went over there. I got him to sign it, and the other guy, they're like, yeah, we both interviewed Tommy, and they're laughing, and like, yeah, this fucking thing's so stupid. It never fucking came out. He's like, how'd you get this shell? I'm like, dude, it's a charity shell. I fucking, bought it. No, it's fucking, they're laughing. They signed it, so their signatures are on it. So I got like 4 new signatures on the show.
That's great.
Big Smoke, Rock lookalike. Yeah, that's the guy. Maybe TT was going to use Smoke when he said he had the Rock. I did not touch tips with Eric. I didn't even see him there. I think he's going to be there tomorrow, but I didn't see him at all. There was like a little wrestling ring where they did like cosplay wrestling, but I didn't see Eric at all. Like I said, the only people I seen were Woodhawker, Dreamcast guy, the other guys at Spawncast. I don't know what the fuck their names are. Justin Silverman. Tony from Hack the Movies was there. I seen him, talked to him a little bit. No, Bro, Mad Max, Rhea. That's it that I can think of that you guys would know, that I know. We should get a booth at a convention together, charge and touch it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm totally down for that. If we plan something like that, I'm in. I'll just request some time off.
Did the Amico shell have a fake FCC label? No, it doesn't have any stickers on it. Let me see. Let me get it. I gotta put it in the safe inside the fucking hotel room so no one steals it.
That's smart thinking.
Hold on. Let me turn this light on so you guys can see the shell in all its glory. No accidental face reveal. Yeah, so there you go. There's Retro Bro signature. Let me see if I can see it. It's hard to see. Fucking light.
You can see it though.
That is the one past the controller guy. That's Brett Weiss's signature right there.
That's cool.
That's Smoke signature, and then Mad Max signed it right next to my name.
Nice.
Because of the fucking light. Like you can barely see it. Right there. And then, like I said, there's mine. There's no fucking FCC labels. There's nothing. Like right there's where the labels are supposed to be. Right?
We're gonna have to start signing the back, dude. I want to get my name on it where it fills up.
Yeah. Well, there's room here. There's room
Yeah.
Here. You see, I'm not fucking 600 pounds. My arm is not that big. No pay-per-view. So yeah, I mean, it was just like a big flea market. I've never been to too many games. It's like a fucking just giant flea market with like D-list celebrities and fucking YouTubers.
Did you buy anything?
I bought Intellivision Lives.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
For PS2 because I figured like this. That's actually probably going to be worth money in the future.
Possibly.
No. Because hear me out. They sold
Right.
Shark. Right?
Yeah.
So that means no Intellivision collection can ever exist again without, that is purely Intellivision. It would have to have the BG name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they would have to license from both Intellivision and BBG to get all the Intellivision games. So likelihood is that won't happen. They'll just be Intellivision Lives 2, whatever, but without the fucking Shark Astro Smash. So that would be like some of the last Intellivision fucking collections, right?
Well, then maybe my Astro Smash original on the Intellivision will be worth money. Yeah, right.
Pajamas. I'm not even wearing pajamas. I'm still in my fucking jeans and my t-shirt. What are you talking about?
Hopefully you didn't accidentally catch a reflection when you did that.
Who gives a fuck? The fucking bro seen my face. Mad Max seen my face. Like I said, Ray seen my face. I sent Saggy Melons my picture. I was like, here you go, Saggy, so you don't feel left out.
I've seen your face.
I sent you guys so you don't feel left out. So you guys have all seen my face. Like I said, Brett Weiss. Pat knows what I look like now. So Game On is down the road from my house, but always the weekend I'm required to work. Damn, that sucks.
What's a good one we could go to that's like not like too far of a drive or too far of a trip? That's kind of central for a lot of people. Are there any good ones in Chicago?
Not for games. There's like the comic convention shit.
Yeah. I mean, that could be something, I guess, but
Saggy gave Tony nudes. Tony gave her his face.
Oh, that's funny.
It clearly says you're a 4XL size. No, dude. I'm clearly a 2X tall. I got to get tall stuff because I'm lanky. I have a weird body shape. Like I have more torso.
I saw him. He's not fat.
Not as bro will tell you I'm not fat. He's joking that I'm 700 pounds, but I'm not fat. I'm not
you're.
fucking skinny.
I
either.
would
I'm not
say
like,
that I'm probably fatter than you myself,
Yeah.
and I don't consider myself fat. Little plump, but not
like I said,
fat.
I got a little gut. That's about it. I got a gut and a big cock. That's about it. So what has been happening in the world of gaming and entertainment?
You're asking the wrong guy. I do know they found that submarine,
Yeah,
or at
those
least
people
they
fucking died.
found the. Yeah, I
Tony
didn't
isn't
realize.
fat. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Taste is definitely fatter.
Oh, I know. I see. The problem is, guys, I was always like, I was like 190, 180. You know, I was decent, and then like 10 years ago or so, I decided to take some fucking weight gainer because I wanted to like work out and get bigger. And I did. I was working out, but then I fucking stopped working out, and it all went to my fucking gut. Now I'm 230, and I can't get rid of it. Even though I am working out again, but it's like the gut's there and it's permanent.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I got a little bit of a gut, a little bit of a belly. That's it.
It's pretty
Thinking
normal, I
really
think,
get
once you
like
hit your
a
40s.
Can you run that fast? Nah. Genovi says Tony has an open invite to my guest room should he travel this direction. Hell yeah. And then in the middle of the night, Genovi could pay me a visit in the guest room. Sure, it's not a beer belly. Yeah, because I don't drink beer. I've never drunk beer.
It's a monster. It's a monster belly.
So I mean, that's that. What would Minnie say? That was savage. Saggy so mad she crashed her car. What?
Oof.
I was mad because Bro and them were like, we're gonna go out to eat right now, and they didn't invite me. They're just like, we're leaving, we're gonna go eat. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm thinking to myself, oh, you're gonna invite me? They didn't. They're just like, bye. Like, oh, okay, guys. That's how it is.
That's because you and bro probably could have gone out to eat, but the people he was with, they're probably like, don't invite Tony.
Tony, the room is not part of the house; it's guest quarters, so no late night surprise visit. How does that? I don't see how that translates. Like, you could leave your house and
yeah, you can sneak over.
It's not like it's impossible.
Guest quarters. Genovi must be rich.
When he says guest quarters, he means like barn. I'm gonna be sleeping with the fucking horses.
Yeah. I know. I got a garage separate from the house. You could sleep in that, Tony, if you come over.
Nice. Yeah, no basement party. Bro didn't invite me over to go. I wanted to see the basement, take a pilgrimage. Bring the shell back. Get some of that Tommy Tellerico energy on it. I went home and ate my chicken and rice. Boo. Dude, I've been eating like burgers this whole week. Like there's a fucking Wayback Burger down the street that we've been going to.
More than once?
Yeah. Dude, I think
how can you
like
do that? How can you? I can't do that, man. I can't keep going to the same place like that over and over.
Why? It's good food.
I need variety.
It's like, could you imagine saying that to your old lady? I ate your pussy once already. I can't eat your pussy.
Well, that's different.
I need a variety. Damn it.
I'm not doing it every night.
Well, that sounds selfish. You frankly sound like a selfish guy.
Hey, I got some massage oil yesterday and gave her a really good massage, so she's satisfied.
I didn't go with them. Had I gone with them, I would have invited you, bro. No, I was just playing. We ended up leaving anyway. We were gonna stay, and then Sidekick Mac's like, "I'm tired. Let's go." I'm like, "All right, we'll go get some food," because we hadn't eaten in a while. All right. Let's see, Latino discount belly. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I've been getting that Latino discount over here in Philadelphia. So
surely somebody was there filming and caught this Pat Tony confrontation.
I don't
Surely.
think so. There wasn't a lot of people around when it happened.
Oh, damn it.
I will tell you what, though. I took the bus. So the original plan, right? This is how fucked up the Philadelphia trip started. So the plan was to take the bus from the fucking airport to the hotel, right?
Mm.
And so we're waiting for the bus. You know, I got my phone. It's like, okay, the bus will be here in like fucking 5 minutes, right? I had to get change. I didn't have change. I was like, fuck. So I had to like go around begging people in the airport. They had change for 5. Finally, I found some like nice old white guys. Like, yeah, I only got 4, right? Well, fuck it. I'll take the 4. I'll give you a 5, right? He's like, okay. So he gives me the 4, and then like 10 minutes later, he comes back up to me. He's like, because he went to his car to like leave, but I guess he found $1 in the car and came back. He's like, dude, I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Wow.
$1. He's like, here. Like, oh, that's. I was like, whatever. Okay, it's cool.
That's a good representation of us whiteys.
So fucking the bus never shows up though, right? And then like it goes, the bus will be there in like 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes pass, and like the bus will be there in 45 minutes. Like what happened to the other bus?
What?
Right? Yeah, so I was like, fuck. I was like, are we standing at the wrong stop, right? Because it was like just like the airport like stop. I was like, there's a stop over there. Like, well, let's go over there, right? We go over there. The bus came within like a minute. I was like, oh, that first bus must have been late, and like the system had kicked it over to the next bus or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So we get on and we go, and I swear to God, dude, the neighborhood that it went through was fucking terrible. It was so bad. So
you live in
bad.
Chicago, though, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. This shit was like, even I was like,
yeah, I know. We did too. Like I said, we drove into like the most sketchiest part of Philadelphia, got out and got a Philly cheesesteak. I saw it, dude. It is. You're right.
It was like, I thought I was going to get fucking a contact high from crack. I was like, oh shit, I'm now a crack addict. Just going through the neighborhood. So we get through that, right? And then we got to get on another bus. We had to take 3 buses. So we get on, we get out at the stop. And it's like showing, oh, go across the street. And like, there's no across the street. I'm like, what the fuck do I got to go, right? So I had to ask like a bus driver, like, what the fuck do I go? It's like, oh, you got to go to that building and then down this stairs and then there's other, and you go in there, right? I was like, cool. So we go in the building and they got the little kiosk for fucking, the bus cards, right? I was like, shit, well, we're gonna be here for a while and we're gonna be riding the bus, right? Because the plan was to ride the bus, right? I was like, so we'll get the fucking bus cards, right? I was like, well, fuck, they got the week pass, right? We'll get a week pass and we'll fucking be able to ride the bus back and forth, whatever, right? For the whole week. Cool. So it was like $30 each. Boom, boom. Bought 2 $30 weekly passes, right?
Right.
Go to get on the second bus. Beep, beep, low fare. What? Beep, beep, low fare. He's like, well, try the other card you got there, right? Beep, beep, low fare. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, we just bought these. He's like, you just bought? I was like, yeah. I was like, we just bought these fucking things, with the week pass. He goes, you bought a week pass? I was like, yeah. Like, we're gonna be here for like a couple days, so I figured we buy the week pass. He goes, dude, after Tuesday, the week pass starts for the next week. I'm like, what?
Oh God.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I was like, but I bought it today. I'm like, I want to use it today. Why would I want to use it next week? He's like, well, that's how it works. I'm like, that's fucking retarded. I was like, in Chicago, we have 7-day passes. Whenever you buy it, and as soon as you use it, that's when the pass fucking kicks in, right?
Yeah.
I was like, why would I want to buy a 7-day pass and then have to wait till next week? That makes no sense. He's like, well, that's what they do. Like, you could ride the bus, but that's how they do it. I'm like, so right now I'm sitting on 2 fucking week passes that I can't use till next week, and I'm not even gonna be here.
You probably sell it to somebody, half price maybe. Somebody lives there.
We get in the third bus, right? And it starts taking us into the fucking, like, first off, and again, I gotta reiterate, Chicago, everything is like a fucking square, right? Streets are lined up on point. This street goes down that way, fucking straight. This over here, man, the buses were like turning and zigzagging and going up and down streets and then like fucking U-turning. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, everything's a hill. Fucking terrible. So we get on the third bus and it takes us like into the fucking boondocks, dude. Like, Like we're way out there. Like it's like 2 towns over from Philadelphia. There's like one building every fucking like mile. It was like terrible.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it goes, this is where you're gonna get off, right? And it goes, it's a 1 minute walk from the stop to the fucking hotel, right? Like, okay, cool. So we get off and we start walking. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not 1 minute, right? Like, I don't know if the bus driver missed the stop. He went to the next one, right? And we literally walked. It was like a 5 minute walk down a street that had no fucking sidewalk. So we're walking in the street, like as far over as we could, so we didn't get fucking clobbered by cars to get to the fucking hotel. But we made it. We made it in one piece.
Good job.
Like, I tell Psychic Max, I'm like, don't tell your fucking grandparents. They're gonna ask you how the trip was. Like, don't fucking tell your grandparents about this shit. They're gonna kill me. They found out how this is went. You know, we went through the crackhead neighborhood and fucking out in the boonies, like fucking walking on the side of the street. Like we look like 2 jackasses walking down the road with suitcases. You know, we're fucking rolling suitcases down the
Tourists, get them.
Yeah, like dude, like they're like, dude, someone's just gonna stop and murder us. I'm like, we're so fucking like look like idiot tourists out here, right? Let me get here. It's a nice little fucking hotel.
I tell you what, though, like when we went downtown and we went to Philly, the people there were so fucking nice. Like it really was the city of brotherly love. Like while we were there, like they were so friendly with us and like telling us where to go to get the cheesesteaks. And then the people at the cheesesteak place were so friendly. It's like Eagles fans and Phillies fans are assholes, but like when you're there in their city, they're nice to you. They're good to you. I guess probably if you're wearing like opposing sports teams, they might not be, but they were cool with me and my wife.
Dude, everybody here's been nice. We fucking got change. Like I've gone into stores. I'm like, hey, I need some change for the bus. They're like, sure, sweetie, whatever you need. Boom. Like, can I get 20 singles? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Fuck 20 singles.
That's great. Yeah.
Like, it was fucked up. So yesterday, right? So the plan again, okay, so we looked up and like, okay, we can take 2 buses. We're going to get to the fucking convention center, right? I'm like, cool. So we needed singles. I'm like, well, we got to get singles for the rest of the week. So I went to the, like, it's like California Kitchen or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like this nice little old white lady working there. And I'm like, can I get some singles? She's like, sure, sweetie, don't worry. I'm like, well, you know, I got, you know, I need for the bus. And she's like, yeah. She's like, it's the 10 and you know, 10 singles and 10 good. I'm like, well, you know, I was like, I don't want to put you out, but if you can give me all singles, that'd be great. She's like, okay, yeah, don't worry about it. She fucking gives me singles. We go to wait for the bus, right? And the bus is supposed to get there at like fucking 1:08 or something, right? And we're waiting, and we see the bus coming. We're like, okay, and it starts to rain, right? We're like, we're under the thing because we don't want to get wet, but we see the bus coming. We're like, so we're sticking out just a little bit, right? So we see the bus. The bus fucking flies past us.
Of course.
And he sees us as he flies because I see him, right? And I see him look back as it's fucking flying. And he gives me like a shrug. I'm like, fucking dick, right?
Oh.
And it says the next bus isn't going to be there for an hour.
Oh my God, that's pretty bad.
So at that point, I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm going to download the Uber app and we're taking Uber. So we've been taking Uber.
That's what we do when we go anywhere. We just do Uber. If we don't rent a car.
Yeah.
It's convenient.
I seen someone saying Tony's not white. I'm not white. Tony's actually Filipino. The next camera won't stop calling. No, I'm not. Dude, I am so Mexican. I don't know if bro thinks I looked white. I'm so fucking Mexican. I'm actually getting really brown now because I've been out in the sun. It's weird. Just the thing when bacon ice cream ran from Tony, he rolled out like Kirby.
Oh man, I wish I could seen that too. That's funny.
Genovi says, "Bro, you get any interviews?" Yeah, that was the other thing that I was fucking with bro about. I was like, "Bro, I was like, we were looking for someone interviewing people." It's like, "Oh well, I'm not doing an interview." I'm like, "Dude, you literally said you were going to Too Many Games to interview people for the fucking movie." He's like, "Well, I'm not. I already got my stuff." I'm like, "You got a phone, don't you?" He's like, I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?" He's like, "Well, I didn't say that." I'm like, "Yeah, you did." I'm like, "You literally fucking said you were going to Too Many Games to fucking interview people, right?" And I'm like, "Right, Max?" And Max is like, "Yeah, that's what you said." I'm like,
He just got there and wanted to chill. Didn't want to work. I
Yeah.
know how it is.
So it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That's how I am. Like, we'll go, like, a lot of times, like, if I'm going to film, like, make a video or something, like, I got to be prepared. Like, if we go, like, antiquing or thrift store, because we go, and I just don't bother filming, because it's like, I just want to look. I don't want to be bothered, like, pulling my phone out and taking pictures. I mean, it's not like it's hard work, but it's, like, more work than you would want to do when you just want to chill.
I got a picture of bacon ice cream talking to Brett Weiss.
Did you?
Yeah. I sent it to Tommy Amico. I'm like, look, Tommy.
I'm sure he loved that.
I was trying to get a picture of Justin Silverman because like Tommy's big. Because I told him, like, I see Justin. He's like, oh my god. He's like, are you bullshitting me? I'm like, no. I'm like, he's fucking there. Like they're there. So
Tommy's a fan of his?
you know he's a fan of all those fucking old YouTubers like AVGN and all them. He's like, hell yeah.
I like AVGN, but I'm not a huge fan of. I do like that one guy, the Justin or whoever you met. Not Justin, but Tony.
Tony from.
I like Tony, but Justin and them, I could do without.
Yeah. Then fucking I seen beat 'em ups sitting down. I was like sneaking to take a picture. I was like, look, Tommy, fucking Beckham ups is there.
Beckham ups. Oh.
Dude, because it's weird, right? Because this puts everything in so much perspective, right? Like they're literally walking around and like nobody's paying attention to them, right? Which is the weirdest thing. Like, because when beat 'em ups is there, like in the little like signing area, like he's got a line of people, right? But like he was literally like walking around and like no one was giving it like any second thought. Like same thing with Dreamcast guy.
I mean, it's not like these guys are like celebrities. I mean, it's like,
yeah, but dude, if you're going to like a panel, there's literally like fucking 40, 50 people sitting there, right, listening to the fucking Spawncast at their panel.
Yeah.
And then they're walking around and like nobody gives a shit who they are. Like it's like weird. It's like Pat, like all those people go to Pat's panel and like literally when we went there was like nobody like at his fucking booth. It's like it's like weird, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's famous, but like only like at certain times, like oh shit, like most of the time no one cares. But like oh he's having a panel, let's go. Like now he's famous.
Yeah.
Like even fucking Colt Cabana was sitting there at the fucking the Retromania booth, right?
Yeah.
And nobody was there. Like nobody was like stopping to talk to him. I'm like, damn, like that guy's a legitimate wrestler. He's just sitting there, like and people are ignoring him, right? I'm like, this is weird.
That is weird. That is a weird thing to see. Like if you see like a celebrity out and like they're just kind of like a normal person and no one's like fucking with them.
All these people are just people. If you're doing YouTube and think you're special, you must be Pat. No, I understand that. I'm not saying that, but like I said, it's just weird to think that like this guy has like say 100,000 subscribers, right? And then like he's going to a video game convention and like the majority of people are just like ignoring him, right?
That is weird to see. Didn't know if he's taking shots at Pat.
Always.
I can't believe that's why.
No, the panels are free. You don't. The only thing you're paying for to get in too many games, but then all the panels are free. Like
I think he meant you have to pay for a panel if you want to do a panel. Like if you're the guy running the panel. Maybe, I don't know. Unless you're big enough, they would just want you to do a panel. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I think they got invited. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so Retro Bro didn't do any interviews for his movie. Very disappointed. We didn't break bread either. Very disappointed. We broke bread with Tommy. We didn't break bread with me.
Hang on a minute. I got to mute my mic real quick.
Genovi says it's not very special when you see these guys every convention. It's like seeing a 7-Eleven cashier every Saturday. Ooh. Exactly. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, I guess. I guess because for me, it's like the first time going there. But like those people probably go all the time. So that's a good point. Good point. Also, don't forget the new merch. Buy some merch. Damn it. I'm getting tired of begging. I'll be rich. I'm a merch. I'm a book. I'm a frozen. I'm frozen. Fuck me. I can't see comments, and I can't do shit, and I don't know if the mic.
Stream Elements is up about the merch. That's what's up.
Yeah, and I know I can't get it off because it fucking froze again.
Now it says Amico positivity will start shortly.
It shouldn't say that. I'm literally.
Please like, share, and subscribe while you wait. This is going off the rails.
What does it say now?
Still says Stream Elements, and it still has the scrolling at the bottom.
Oh, fuck me. I can't do shit. Like, it's frozen, and I'm clicking shit, but it's not actually doing
There
anything.
it goes. Now it's 56K warning. Says he's waiting for updated mug. The scrolling is still happening.
Hold on. Let me see. Come on. There we go. Man, I don't.
Genovi says, I'm a different kind of person, but I'm usually only excited about seeing friends and fellow creators. I've spent time with big names. It's not special if there's no friendship. Right?
Exactly.
There you go.
Got it. Everyone loves Tommy. Everyone hates the frog. No. Like I said, Brett Weiss was cool. Tony from Hack the Movies was cool. Bro was cool. Mad Max was cool.
Rhea.
The fucking pass controller guys were cool. Like, most people that have seen me have been either scared or cool, so there's that, right?
Bacon ice cream scared. Pat confrontational. I wouldn't say
Well, he was
scared.
scared first.
Rhea
I think he was scared the first day. Here's the thing. I think Pat was scared the first day because, like I said, it was like hardly anybody there. And it was completely like fucking like we were the only two people there. Like me and Sidekick Max and then Pat and the chick, right? So I don't think Pat there was like nobody to help. Like if I attacked Pat, like that would have like there would have been nobody around to help him. Right? But that second day, because there was so many people around, I think Pat felt like if he gets loud enough, like people would come over and like then they'd fucking beat me up or whatever. Like, I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Yeah, but Pat doesn't seem like he's like a pussy. I mean, the dude like works out. You think he's scared?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't know what crazy people do. I'd be scared. Like if I was, if I was there and like some dude in an Amico shirt came up, if I was having a booth and some dude in an Amico shirt came up to me like, "You that fucking Tony guy," I'd be like, "Oh shit, he's gonna shoot me." Like,
Relic Gamer shows up.
Yeah.
We have a booth and he's like, "You motherfuckers."
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be worried. Like, I'm not gonna be like,
that's
oh,
true.
Yeah,
that's good point. Good point.
Like, people are fucking crazy. Like, Relic comes wearing Tommy's face. It's fucking Tony. Full of leather face. Like,
Mike Mullis comes in with a katana, slices you up.
While you were trashing the Amico, I studied the blade. And here comes fucking Mike Mullis running at me. Yes, slob Tony. I'm not a slob. I didn't drool once.
Slob Tony.
Tony should have surprised Pat with the show as planned. Yeah, I was, like I said, I didn't bring it the first day because I was like, nah. I didn't want to drag it around. I was like, I didn't know the whole situation. I didn't have a bag or nothing. And I was like, I don't want to be walking around with it. It's like, I didn't know what was the whole situation with bringing things in. And it would have looked weird.
So let's come up with a plan then. Let's try to figure out, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be this year, but let's try to, like, or it can be. Let's try to see if we can get a few people to meet up at a panel. Have some kind of like haters meetup. Or not a panel, but a convention.
It's not Slob Tony. It's Famous Tony from Hack the Movies. He's a great guy. It's a little shorter than I thought. Everyone seems to be shorter than I think they're going to be. But he was nice. I talked to him. Once he realized who I was, he was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on?" He's like, "You're gonna be here later." I'm like, "Yeah, I might go to your panel." He's like, So yeah, I was like, so is Vito coming? He's like, no, Vito's not coming. I'm like, dude, Vito fucking told me he was gonna come. And Tony's laughing. He's like, I was like, no, Vito's not coming. He's like, he made all that fucking money in his comic book. He's not fucking coming. I'm like, dude, and I pulled out the ISO #1. I was like, dude, I literally fucking brought this to fucking because Vito said he was gonna come and sign it. And he's laughing. He's like, oh, fucking. He's like, no, Vito's not coming. He's like, you know what? Can you take a picture of me holding it? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, here, he gave me his phone. He's like, here, I'm gonna hold ISO #1 and I'm gonna tell people I can now put my kids through college with ISO #1. I'm like, oh fuck. So I took a picture of Tony from Hack the Movies holding my copy of ISO #1.
Nice.
Fuck, froze again. God damn it.
I can check comments.
Because the last comment I see was just poking Genobi. Lol, I agree with your original statement from Justy. Like I can't.
This event might be Tony's coming out of the closet moment.
I was in the closet. When did I go in the closet?
You're out now, so you're not in it anymore.
I never was in the closet. I don't want to be a pirate.
56K wants to know when the face reveal happens.
Photoshop frog on Brett's body with the sign, with the sign my shell pat. Nah. You should have walked around with the Amico shell around your chain.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Tony should have done the old hot dog trick in the pants, but instead of pulling out the dog, the shell comes out. Yes, I've been saying this for a year. Trollfest at the Lurch Museum. Yeah, no. Bro and Tony, who was the shortest of everyone you saw? The shortest one that I saw was probably Bro. To be honest.
Is Bro taller than Rhea?
I think it was close.
Right.
Tony from Hack the Movie should join the panel here. No, I think he's busy. He was at the convention. He hosted a panel. I think he's doing like an after party. I know the fucking guys from Drink a Beer and Play a Game. They were there, and I seen like on the way home. I seen their tweet, and they're like, "Hey, we're at too many games in the middle." I'm like, "Dude, how did I miss you?" He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" He's like, "Dude, if you're fucking come to Arthur's afterward." I'm like, "Dude, I would, but I'm gonna do a stream, and Sidekick Max is like 18. I can't go fucking to a bar. Don't leave him at the hotel. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Sucks sometimes when we got to be parents. We can't be crazy. Go do our own thing.
Tony, I watched my first minute of Melanie Mac today. It was unwatchable. I mean, legit bad. How is she so popular? She's so popular because she was the Tomb Raider girl. She was like really big into Tomb Raider, and she would do all the fucking cosplay. And I think it was like IGN hired her to be a presenter or a host or whatever the hell she was. So she like worked for IGN on their YouTube channel, so she got popular there. And then she eventually flipped and was like, "Oh my god, Tomb Raider sucks. It's so boring compared to the original Tomb Raider, and the chick's so ugly, and I hate this new Tomb Raider." When like 3 months earlier, she was saying it was like the greatest Tomb Raider story ever. And then she like hid and deleted all of her old videos, saying how good it was. And like now she just puts out like, "This is so woke, and I hate this, and this is garbage." She's fucking pick me girl. I mean,
I've never heard of her
ugly either, so that helps, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like people like me and Genobi and Hammock guy, we're not fucking incels. We're not like lonely dudes that like, "Oh my god, there's a pretty chick and she's into video games." Like we're like all fucking like stunned, like, "Oh my god, I gotta fucking listen to what she says and protect the queen," right? Like we're not like that.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't give a fuck. There's not really any girls that I don't think I watch on YouTube, really.
Yeah, so like for us, it's just like, "Oh, what does she have to say? Oh, it's stupid." Okay.
It's annoying.
Like, there's a lot of dudes. There are a lot of like fucking Twitch is built on that shit, right? Fucking OnlyFans is built on that. There's a lot of dudes.
She liked my comment.
Yeah. It's like even worse than that because, like I said, it's like they're into something, right? Like some like lonely dude who's like into fucking like Gundam, fucking models, right? It's like he finds some chick like putting Gundam models together. It's like, oh my god, she likes Gundam models too. I might
Yeah.
have a chance with her. She's my dream girl now. I'm like, no, dude, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, dude, you smell like cheese.
Yeah. Dude, it kind of stank this second day. The first day it wasn't too bad, but the second day I was like, oh my god, it fucking smells in here.
That's what I've heard. Those
Sidekick Max
conventions
is like,
smell like BO.
yeah, it was BO. And Sidekick Max is like, what do you expect? It's a convention. I'm like, no, but like, this is like a nerd convention. Like, that's probably why it smells like BO. Like normal people shower. I'm like, these people. There were a few hot girls, and they were with like some really ugly dudes, and I was like, those are like their brothers or something. Like, those chicks are way too hot to be with those dudes, right? Like, something's going on there.
Money, 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 money.
Something, right? Dudes
Money.
fucking packing serious lumber, right? Like,
Nah, it's money.
but then there was some really ugly chicks with some like. Then there was like ugly chicks with like dudes that was like, oh, that dude's like fucking decent looking. Like, why is he with that ugly chick? Like, just because
Money, 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 money. Sugar mama.
Then there was some people, and I was telling Psychic Max, I'm like, look, I got no problem with people being who they want to be, right? Like, but if you're like a fucking 350-pound lard ass, don't put on the skimpy bikini, right, and dress up like fucking Kunimitsu. And this was like dudes and chicks, right? They were like dudes that were dressed up like girls, but like they were fat and like so like shit's just hanging everywhere. I'm like, dude, no one wants to see that. No one wants to see a fat dude in a like little fucking bikini thing, right? Like, come on.
I know I'm all for body positivity, but like, you know, I don't fucking burn my eyes. Like, I need something here too. Like, protect me.
It was weird. God says, "Lol." Thanks, God. I thank you for finding me funny. The other thing that pissed me off, like I've never taken Uber before this week, right? And all my Uber drivers were like, they didn't want to, like, they didn't talk, they didn't say anything, like tried to make them laugh, and like nothing. It's like nothing.
They're probably scared because you're Mexican.
But I'm funny, right? I'm like Psychic Max, like maybe you're just not funny. I'm like, fuck you, I'm funny. I know I'm funny. Like other people laugh. I'm like, these guys, they just don't want to, like the Uber drivers just didn't want to laugh.
Well, they're on the fucking job, dude. Like, I don't really talk to the Uber drivers. I just let them do their thing. They're just probably like, oh god, here's another one that thinks he's funny.
It's another jackass.
Like, just shut the fuck up and ride in silence, please.
That's what it was. They're all 5 stars, so I'm like, whatever.
Did any of them have like extras, like mints or anything?
Nope.
That
Dude at Big Lots thought I was funny. He was laughing his ass off. But the Uber drivers, I couldn't make them crack a smile. I was very disappointed. If I dress like that gal and put on some black makeup, my channel's gonna blow up. Who else wants to jump on that boat with me?
Yeah, like, could you imagine how many viewers I'd have if I were a hot chick lying in my bikini, in my hammock, like in a bikini? I'd be rolling in fucking subscriptions.
I told you, dude. Kevtris said that you should wear shorts that are tighter, so when you do your hammock videos, that was his suggestion.
Yeah, but he's like the only one that would like that. Nobody else wants that. Nobody else seems to say. He's the only person that's ever even. He's the only person that's ever even mentioned anything like that. That somebody would want to see me like that in the hammock. Everyone else would be like, bleh.
Jan says, Yan Ong says, Genobi, look at Melanie, look at Saggy. Both have bad takes, but Melanie is way easier on the eyes. Yeah, plus here's the thing, right? A lot of people don't know, but Melanie Mack got married, right?
She doesn't wear a ring, does she?
She got divorced.
Oh.
And after her divorce, there was a uptick in her subscriber count and everything.
Oh, of course.
So
dudes think they got a chance.
Also, she's like all like big into like this like Christian stuff now. Like, oh my god, Christian this and Christian that, right? And I'm like, you're fucking literally divorced. Like, that's like the biggest no-no in Christianity, right? Like it's like don't fucking like take God's name in vain, and don't fucking get divorced. It's like two big things to those people. I know. I used to be fucking Christian. And you can't just get divorced. It's not a thing. And
56K.
tattoos.
Hey, 56K. I've started wearing extra large shirts. I know. My wife was telling me my larges don't work on me anymore. But that dance video, I purposely wore like a tight shirt just to look stupid. But yes, I know. I've upgraded to extra larges.
Chupacabra says, "Is that the convention Rex Viper is playing at?" Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
When is that supposed to happen?
I think they're playing tomorrow.
You gonna go?
Yeah. I'm gonna be there all 3 days. If they're there, well, I'm there. Yeah.
When's your flight out?
Monday.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, at least you're not in a rush then tomorrow.
So was Tony's answer the shortest person, bro? Yes, it was.
Right.
It was. Max is fucking like I'm 6'1.5", 6'2" with boots. Fucking Mad Max is like 6'4", 6'5", I want to say.
Is he really?
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Is he fat?
He had no mask on today. Yesterday he had the little fucking face mask, the little face diaper. But today he was just like no mask.
Wow, face reveal for him too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah, Super J's right. King of England had to invent a new religion just to get a divorce. That's how serious fucking divorce is in the Catholic Church and everything. So it's always funny when like people that like have been divorced or like ex sinners and they're like, dude, like you don't just get absolved for sin and like fucking start yelling at people, right? Like literally the Bible, what does Jesus say? Like he who is without sin cast the first stone. You literally cannot start casting stones when you still have sins on your fucking soul, right?
Right. But I don't know, man. I think it's I go back and like back and forth with divorce. Like one thing, it's like yes, because people get divorced and they don't work through their problems because they're so easy to get a divorce. But just imagine how many people were in just shitty fucking marriages in the past and they couldn't do anything to get out of it because it was just divorce was frowned upon. Like there's like a fine line between what's the right choice, what's the right way. Because I think now divorce is too much. Like people get married just like it's like we're dating, let's get married, and then they fucking break up because it's like a breaking up from a girlfriend. It's annoying.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like I understand divorce in the context of this shit don't work, let's fucking get divorced. I get that. But religion is religion, right? And the religion says do not get divorced. Marriage is so serious that you have to be serious. You have to know that this is what you're going to do, right? And you get married, and then you're supposed to be commitment for life. So if you want to be Catholic, that's like the rule, right? Like they said, this is fucking the rule, right? Just like the no meat on Friday and fucking going to church on Sunday and all the other fucking religious shit you got to do, right? Those are the rules. You can't pick and choose the rules. Like that's not the religion, then, right? If you start picking and choosing.
I guess
you can get divorced, but then you can't be Catholic. That's just how it is.
What the fuck do you get out of being Catholic, though? Like, why would you want to like sacrifice all these things just so you can say you're Catholic? Like, what perks do you get?
And you go to heaven.
So only Catholics go to heaven?
Well, according to Catholics, I mean.
That's what
dude. According to Mormons, only Mormons are going.
I fucking quit going to. I quit going to church after. I went to a Southern Baptist church and we sat there and they went through these lessons where they would teach us in Sunday school, like, this is what you need to do to go tell other religions why they're going to hell if you don't convert to being Baptist. I was like, you fucking idiots. Like, I am not, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I was at an age where I could make the decision, like, I'm not coming back. Like, I was in high school. It's like, I'm done. I'm not coming to your stupid Sunday school anymore. Because I don't believe in that shit. Like, just you have your personal relationship with God. You do good. It doesn't fucking matter what you say you are. Everyone has access to heaven or whatever. I don't even believe in like heaven and hell, but like you have access to whatever. the next step?
I don't know personally. I mean, like I said, I was very religious, and I got the calling from God. God called me on the bad phone and said, "Hey, I want you to be a priest. I want you to preach the good word." I said, "Okay, God, let me head up on that path." And then at some point, I said, "Wait a minute, I like pussy. Can I have some pussy?" And God said, "No, if you become a priest, you can't have no pussy."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I appreciate the offer, but I'm out.
You know, you have to
So which
like
is
little
supposed to be that's
boys.
like a big no-no, right? Like if you know anything about like Catholic religion and all that, like you don't choose to be a priest. That is the belief. Catholic religion says you don't choose to be a priest. God calls you. He literally calls you to be a priest. And if you refuse to call, you're allowed to refuse to call because you got free will, right? But your life is going to be shitty. So probably the reason my life is shitty is because I refuse to become a priest. I went against God's will. Right? That's the belief.
You
Right?
should have done what the other priests do, Tony, and just become celibate and freaking touch little boys.
Never a discussion I would have on stream. Yeah, I get that, right? Like Janobi, but I'm not. I'm open because we're not going to yell at each other. We're not going to like shame anybody. Shame you for not believing what I believe, right?
What
But
religion?
yeah,
I like talking religion. I like talking politics because I feel like
so
I don't know. I can usually keep it above the belt.
yeah, I keep it above the belt. So here's the thing, right? So I didn't become a priest. I didn't become a preacher. I lived my life, and then eventually, the wife got pregnant. We had Psychic Max, and I said, you know what? I said, why should I choose what religion Psychic Max is?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And my parents were like, "What the fuck you mean?" I'm like, I'm not gonna get him baptized. They're like, "When are you gonna baptize?" I'm like, I'm not gonna get him baptized. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it should be his choice, right? And
Yeah.
they're like, what do you mean? I don't understand how this is hard for you to understand. Like, I am forcing, like, baptizing him as a baby would mean that I am forcing my beliefs on him. I was like, I don't believe that. Like, I think he should be able to make his own choice when he's old enough to decide. Hey, if I want to get baptized, I'm like, cool, we'll go get you baptized, right? And if he's like, no, I don't like it, I'm like, well, we won't get you baptized, right? So he never got baptized. I would always joke. I was like, well, at the very least, he won't go to hell. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, well, you're religious, right? They're like, yeah, well, if fucking Psychic Max dies, he goes to fucking purgatory. They're like, what the fuck you talking about, Tony? I'm like, dude, literally in the Bible it says unbaptized babies don't go to hell; they go to purgatory. I was like, so at the very least, he don't go to hell, right?
My son's not baptized either, but we didn't do it like that. Like I remember deciding to get baptized when I was like 8 or 9. And the only reason I did it is because I wanted to go see what it was like to go up, get in that pool.
You wanted to get in the pool.
I just wanted to be like, man, I want to go and see what it's like up there. I'm curious, like, what's that pool like?
Mitty
Still
says,
count,
agree,
still
Tony.
counts.
Let me get this. Damn it, it won't come up. Mitty says, agree, Tony. Don't baptize babies. It should be a personal choice. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It froze again.
that's the theme of the stream. It froze again. That's what you should call it.
Froze again. It's that Philadelphia. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm using my 4G network.
That's what
So
I'm
yeah.
using too.
So Sidekick Max not baptized. He has not chosen a religion. Or whatever.
This is what happens when we don't have any topics. We start talking about baptisms.
I had a babysitter try to baptize me while my mom was at work.
Oh my God, that is corrupt.
You ever see Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Where he gets the water, he just comes up behind the dude, he's like, psh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you baptized. That was fucking haunted West. Like, it just turns the bath on. Why don't you take a bath? Baptized. Like, fuck, what'd you do? Is that how that works?
That's terrible, man. Like that's crazy.
56 says, delay the Bible, teach them your native language. I taught Psychic Max English. It's my native language. Come from America, bitch.
America.
America.
Book, yeah.
So yeah, so Too many games. Big flea market with lots of D-list celebrities.
Were there a lot of games there for sale, like retro games and shit? I imagine.
There were too many games.
Yeah, was there too many games?
There was just enough games. No, there's a lot of games, but it's not necessarily the games you want, right? Like it's like a bunch of people like bins of games, and like it's a bunch of shit that you don't want. Like 14 copies of fucking Madden 98 or something. Right?
Ugh.
Like there was retro games. Like there's a bunch of people that are selling like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis shit. I want to try to pick up some PSP games because I got the PSP, but I got like only like 2 games for it because I never bought any. So I'm gonna try tomorrow to see if I can grab some PSP games.
They have any like toys and stuff there?
Yeah, they got like the toys and one dude had comic books. One dude had some like fucking. There's like a lot of people selling art, like prints and things. There's like little
Lame.
like tchotchkes, like little fucking like light up displays and like little fucking 8-bit statues and stuff. There's a
Yeah.
lot of nice shit, and I keep going. Like we would go by something. Oh, that looks really nice. So I kick back like, yeah, I wouldn't put it on my wall. He's like, yeah, it's because fucking grandma and grandpa like always drilled it in your head not to put shit on the wall. Like, yeah, that's right. You had fucking bare walls. It's never allowed to hang shit up as a kid. Literally, they would my mom when we were little, we'd get like posters and I'm gonna put this on the wall. Like, no, you can't. Like, what do you mean? She's like, if you put tape on the wall, it's gonna pull up the paint. Like, no.
I had my walls covered in posters. I had my favorite one was Daisy Duke. That's Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
Go get a black light on that baby.
Yeah. No, please don't. Please don't.
Let's see. You should join Brother Mullis. Join him what? Not joining anybody. I thought there was gonna be more Amico shields. Like I said, the only one there was like bacon ice cream. I was hoping DJC would be there. I was hoping Mullis.
They won't come out. They're not even showing their face in public, probably.
Well, because Mullis was at Hershey Park. I seen him tweeted the other like a week ago or something. I was like, oh, so he's still in Pennsylvania. I was like, maybe he went to Hershey Park and then he's gonna like circle back over to fucking too many games because from VGL or whatever, like his application. But I didn't see him.
He probably caught wind you were gonna be there.
Yeah, but I definitely would. I'd be like, hey, remember when you called us the Jackass Squad and phony the fake journalist? And remember, I would have been fucking Moss's face.
Exactly. That's why he wasn't there.
Remember when you were talking that shit and you said no one would say this to you at arm's length? Well, here I am at fucking arm's length. Dude.
Here I am, bitch. Then he just punches you right in your face and you fall down.
Dude, I wish he would. I wish it fucking would.
I'll sue you. I'll sue you.
Once you hit me, like I will never hit anybody first, right? But when somebody hits me, that's self-defense, right? You hit me.
Oh, it's game on at that point, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to start it, but you want to let them take the first move so you can just pummel them afterwards.
Like, dude, so like, yeah, I wish he would. Like that'd be the greatest thing ever. Like if he took a swing at me, because I'd probably fucking move and he'd miss anyway. But once he took the swing, I'm allowed to swing back. And so
I don't know, man. Mullis has been working out. He hits the gym when he's pissed off.
Dude, you can work out all you want. You could have those pretty muscles. I have fucking working man muscles.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
You got look pretty and fucking selfie muscles. I got beat your ass into little fucking paste muscles, right?
Yeah, I got blue collar muscles, bitch.
Mullis ain't no bitch like that. Scrap.
Oh, Mullis would. He's got a temper.
Like I said, let him have a temper.
Mullis is worse than me.
Dude, you don't even know my fucking temper. Like everybody.
Oh, I imagine.
Such a calm, nice guy, but I will fucking like if I go off, I fucking go off. I've been embarrassed. Like I'm like, oh my god, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have did like I went little fucking nuts. I shouldn't have did that. Like the old lady used to piss me off. Like one time I was on the phone and she pissed me the fuck off. And like next thing you know, I grabbed one of those fucking like machines. You know the little like where they got the newspapers in them.
Yeah.
I fucking grabbed one of those, like launched into the middle of the street. What the fuck am I doing? Like, oh,
the fuck is wrong with that guy?
yeah. Mullis gaining muscles, Pat gaining weight. Mullis is short; he ain't got no range.
Is
I
he
told Mad
short
Max
too?
when I seen him there, I was like, "Come on, let's box." I'm like, "There's a ring. Let's go." Give my $5.
Is Mullis short?
Is he?
No, I've seen him standing next to Tommy. He like he towers over him from what I remember that one picture.
Yeah, but
Of
Tommy's
them hugging.
5'4".
I know, but like,
So I mean, even if you're like fucking 5'5", 5'6", you look like you're towering over him.
yeah.
Tommy's
I
a
bet
tiny
you
little
he's
dude.
probably taller than Retro Bro, I would think, because he looks like when they were standing next to each other.
Mitty says he's only just taller than Tommy. I
Oh,
did not
really?
see DJC,
Huh.
Geeks, Rab, or Atari Creep. Mullins is 6 foot tall, he told me. Like I said, I wish I would have seen them. I'm not the guy, right? Like if you think I would like cower, like, oh my god, there's Creep, like I'd be like, what's up, Creep? What's up? I'm not scared. I walk right up to him. What's going on? Sidekick Max might be like, oh shit, you're gonna fucking get us in trouble. You're gonna embarrass me again.
Yeah, but I'm not. I want to make this known here. I'm not looking to go to these fucking conventions and try to beat somebody's ass. Like, yeah, I'm not going to cower away either, but I'm not going to go up to like. I wouldn't go up to Mullis and be like, "You fucking cocksucker," you know. Like, I'm not going to be like that. Like,
Well,
yeah,
has
I'd
Mullis ever
defend
said,
myself.
actually, no. Mullis did say shit about you, but I'm saying like these people talk shit about me, right? And what
Yeah.
do they always do? They're always like,
No, Mullis talks shit
girl.
about me. Mullis talks shit about me because he claimed that I was ripping on his kid, but I
Yeah,
wasn't.
what I'm saying is I didn't rip on anybody. I didn't rip on fucking Mullis. I didn't rip on Atari Creep, DJC, fucking Geeks. They ripped on me. Eventually, I did say shit about these guys. Eventually, but when I first was getting ripped on by everybody, I didn't say shit about them. Right? I never went personal. I was like fucking above board.
Yeah.
So I will definitely, if I see them, I'll be like, "What's up? What's up? You got something to say to me? You got something to say
What's
to me?"
up, bitches?
Hey. And I'll tell them, I'm like, you're fucking bitches. You're fucking shills. You violate FTC. You should fucking be responsible for all the shit you did and all the fucking people that you duped out of fucking money.
So I guess I should rephrase my statement. Tony is looking for trouble. At these
I'm not looking for trouble.
He is the trouble.
I'm the one who knocks. All right. Tony might met all his heroes. What did Max do? Sidekick Max got a little Metal Gear Solid thing, little picture that he's gonna get signed for his girl, and
Ooh la la.
because she's a big Metal Gear fan. That's like the weird thing. Like we're at the David Hayter thing. I'm like, I've never even played a fucking Metal Gear Solid game. I don't know who the fuck he is.
I didn't even realize that's who he was. Metal Gear Solid. The only Metal Gear game I've ever played was on the NES, the shit one.
Hammock Man is a faithful guy. He refused Taylor Swift flying in his hammock.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Got
Stop
it.
saying it.
All right, take it easy, Nitty.
Later.
I didn't meet all my heroes. I didn't meet Tommy Tallarico.
Relic Gamer wasn't there.
Genobi wasn't there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying if y'all get on a plane right now, you could go to Too Many Games and you can meet me there tomorrow. So there it is. There it is. My phone is at 20%. It's gonna die soon. I could see it just draining life. We've been here for an hour and a half. We didn't have anything planned other than to make sure that we did a stream tonight. Right?
Yeah, we wanted to keep the streak alive.
Got to keep that streak alive. So I think we did pretty well. I will be at Too Many Games tomorrow for the last day. I probably will film. The plan is for me to go Get me and Psychic Max get the autograph on the Metal Gear thing, and then after that, I'm going to live stream. It's probably not going to be me talking because it's like really loud in there, so it probably won't be me like, "Hey, what's up?" It'll just be like me filming and walking around, like, "Hey, I'm at too many games," and there's like fucking me walking around, right? So you might
You
get
could
some of
get you a little Bluetooth. You got a little like
that.
Bluetooth
No,
earbuds or whatever.
you want me to spend more money? You know how much fucking money I spent on this damn shit?
Get to walk around with a big old dumb headset on.
Yeah. Fucking the local cuisine though, Burger King. I went to Burger King first day here. Fucking fantastic. Have you ever heard of this place? Have you ever been to this place called Burger King?
I've heard of that place. I think do they still serve tacos? I know
No,
they were
they're
for a while.
burgers. Dude, I had this thing called the Whopper. So good.
Wow.
I wish I knew about this place sooner. Hopefully that when I get back to Chicago, they have a Burger King there. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I don't think
But
so.
the first
Probably
day,
not.
dude, Burger King, it's fucking fire. Chef's kiss. We had this pizza joint. There's a pizza joint down the street here from the hotel. We snuck a
Yeah.
pizza. I don't know why we snuck it in, but we're like, let's go through the back door because like I didn't felt weird like walking by the front desk with a box of pizza. We went through the back, and the pizza was shitty. Like, it was the shittiest pizza I've ever eaten.
Really.
Yeah.
56K had a good thing. He says hire someone to make a short animation with you and Pat going at it. That would be funny to have that, like have somebody animate you telling that story.
Yeah. Well, someone do that. You guys can handle. Just take the audio. You're free to use the audio. Take the audio. Get the animation done. It's fine.
Are our fans that talented?
Did Tony call anyone a dum dum at the convention? No, I did not. There was no need to. Like I said, the funniest thing, they had like this little booth where they're selling vinyl records of like video game music. So we went over there and we're like looking. I was like, "Come on, let's go, Psychic Max." They don't got no Tommy Tellerico music. The people started laughing. See, they got
That's funny. I would like to see a bacon ice cream animation with him like slowly slinking away. Or rolling away. Slow rolls away. Like Kirby.
Yeah. If Tommy Tellerico were at too many games and he knew it was you, how would the interaction be? Well, the interaction would be
fisticuffs.
Tommy looking up because Tommy's like 5'4", I'm 6'2". Tommy looking up, trying to be tough, and me going, "Look, little guy, don't make me fucking pound you in the sand, all right?"
And then Tommy's two Italian bodyguards come around the side.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you
Tommy
fucking
would
say,
definitely-
frog?
Yeah, Tommy would definitely not try to come up to me by himself anyway.
He'd have hired
bro.
muscle.
He'd call bro on the phone like, "Bro, are you still with me?" No, fuck you, Tommy.
No,
Come
bro
on,
comes
bro.
over and pretends, and then y'all turn on him, both of you.
He just holds up. He's like, "I got him, Tony. Hit him.
Got him! Get him! Bro, how could you?
For that 17 mil.
How could you, bro?
Yeah, but yeah, I think it was a good stream. I think it was a good stream. Told some stories, had some laughs, talked a little religion, made some people uncomfortable. That's what we do. You guys got to hear me in some better acoustics, so you could be like, "Oh shit, Tony's voice is not so much frog-like. I don't drool. Bro has verified that I'm not fat and that I don't sound the way you think I sound." And if you listen to not Sidekick Max, but Mad Max, as he said on Sweet and Tender Hooligan stream, I'm a very sexy looking man. So, the whole rumors of me being this big uggo, this big fat loser, and it's fucking drools all the time, it's been debunked. What you guys hear on YouTube is not necessarily the reality, right? The picture in your mind is not true. So, I don't know what else to tell you.
I was kind of picturing like Pizza the Hut from
Would bang.
Spaceballs.
Max. Yeah, that's what Max said. He would bang.
Would bang.
Tony, I watches me. No, I didn't. Actually, I don't watch you.
No, he said, no, I don't. No,
someone actually DM'd me. They're like, "Oh, did you see fucking Mad Max talking about not paying you?" It might have been Jan. It's like, "Hey, Mad Max said he wasn't going to pay you on Sweet and Tenders. So then I had to go to the stream and like find when Mad Max got on, and then like, oh, let me listen to this.
Poor Sweet and Tender. You just crushed him.
Tony looks like Antonio Banderas. I do, but with a mustache and beard, little goatee combo going. I haven't shaved all weekend, so it's starting to grow back on the sides. I did get a haircut right before I left, so my hair is nice and short. So you know, I was prepared. I knew people were gonna see my face, so I was like, I better make sure I look nice and not all fucking slobbing me when I go.
Not all fat and gross.
Dub username. The algorithm brought me here. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we are awesome here. This is not the regular show. This is not how we usually roll. I'm on vacation. For anyone new, anyone who gets lost here, like the algorithm brings you because I put too many games in the description. Yeah, I'm on vacation right now in Philadelphia. I usually am at home. We usually talk about the latest news in the video gaming industry on Saturdays. So, yeah. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, I broke his heart.
You did. I knew it. You bastard.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Love, peace, booty grease.
Psychic Max is taller than Retro Bro.
Just constantly shredding Retro Bro's height. That's what this
I'm
is.
not shredding. It's like the truth.
Yeah, you did.
Like fucking, because Psychic Max is tall. Like he's almost as tall as me. Like I'm maybe like let's say like 3 inches taller than Psychic Max.
Yeah.
So, you know. Oh, I think it was your ISOM review is why it was suggested. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a couple of ISOM reviews. Those guys don't like me. Eric July does not find me intelligent. It is what it is. Anyway, you got any closing thoughts there, Henrik, man? It's almost 10 o'clock here.
Yeah. No, I just glad we were able to keep the streak alive. You know, did our jobs. Could have bailed on it, or it could have just been just me, and it would have been much more of a shit show. Yeah. So glad we were able to do it.
Yeah, I'm also glad we were able to keep the streak alive. Glad to get out my experience so you guys could hear it before I forget.
Yeah, that was fun. That was I didn't. That's why I didn't want to hear any more about the Pat stuff earlier. I wanted to hear it live. It was funny.
And like I said, that first night when Pat, like the realization hit his face, even Psychic Max was like, dude, like looked like he saw a ghost, like his face was dropped. And he was just like, fuck. Like I don't know what he was thinking, but it definitely looked like he was scared that I was gonna hit him.
Fucking psycho frog here. Ribbit, motherfucker.
It says, because there are nearly 0 ISOM reviews, no one reviews it, and so I don't know if I should buy it. Owning the libs is not a good reason to me. Now, if I want to give my quick ISOM review, like to give you kind of catch you up on my thoughts quickly, and not the in-depth version, it is a subpar story. Too many cameos of characters who have no idea who they are because they're never properly fleshed out. It's like, imagine if you just started reading, like Spider-Man was just introduced, and then suddenly like Captain America, the Hulk, Doctor Strange, Thor, and fucking Iron Man all showed up in the comic for one panel, and they never existed before, so you have no idea who they are, right? You're just like, oh, who's this? Oh, okay, he's gone, right? Like, why did that character come in and then leave? Because it's not a universe, right? He didn't even flesh out. You don't know what the powers of ISOM are, and here's what people don't understand. Okay, and I didn't want to get on this tangent, but ISOM is 96 pages. Okay, a regular floppy, which is a standard comic, is like 23, 26 pages. Okay, so this book is like 3.5 times a normal comic, right? So there should be 3.5 times story in the comic, right? You would think, because you have that many extra pages, right? So in a regular book, if it's a issue 1, 23 pages, it's okay that you're left with cliffhangers and questions, right? Because it's only 23 pages. But when you're at 96 pages, you're like, wait a minute, how are you still don't know what his powers are? How are you still not aware of his motivations? Who these other people are? What's going on? There's like almost no world building, right? He literally starts the comic off 2 weeks in the past, right? 2 weeks ago. There's like, could you imagine Breaking Bad starting? Someone told me this. Like, could you imagine instead of Breaking Bad starting with Walter White in the desert holding the gun, right? And then going, 3 weeks ago and showing you how you got there, right? That it just started 3 weeks ago and you don't know, like, what are you building towards, right? Like, the whole setting it in the past, you have to, like, show, okay, this is where we're at. And, like, you leave them with a confusing thing. Like, you show, like, say, Isom, like, breaking a guy's neck. And then you go, 2 weeks ago to, like, how did we get to this point in time, right? But if you don't have that event that you're working towards, there's no point in starting it 2 weeks ago. Just start it as if it's the present, right? Did all that go through?
Yeah.
Foofy, no, Isom can't even fly. Yeah. Isom, with all that money, couldn't give you at 6 issues of story. They couldn't. That's the thing. It is very subpar. The writing is very bad. All the characters sound the same, right? There's no distinct voice for each character, right? Like, so imagine Batman, when you read the Batman panels, he sounded exactly like Alfred, and it sounded exactly like Commissioner Gordon. Like, every character sounded the exact same, right? There was no personality to distinguish each character, right? Like, I could, if you just read me a line from like a Spider-Man comic, right? I could pretty much go, oh yeah, that's Spider-Man saying that, right? Or that's like fucking Venom, or that's a fucking Green Goblin line. In Isom, it's just like everybody sounds the same. Because Eric doesn't have experience. He's never written anything. He's never had anybody give him criticism that he's accepted because everything he thinks is the best. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't need criticism. And the book is only selling on Own the Libs. This is gonna be worth a lot of money. Fuck the Libs. Eric is awesome and like fucking he can do no wrong. And in like 30 years, no one's gonna talk about Isom. It's like how no one's gonna talk about the Amico in 30 years, right? Despite raising 17 million, right? Fucking Eric July is gonna be the same way. Oh, he raised a couple of million and then like fucking you never got anything that no one cared about in 30 years. In the first chapter of Naruto, we learn he has no talent. Everyone hates him because he's cursed with a demon that killed the parents. The only person who cares for him. Naruto's motivation is that his village acknowledges his value and all that in chapter 1. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And like fucking Isom, you don't know any of that. You just know that like he wants to rescue some chick that eventually he finds, and she's like, "Nah, I don't need to be rescued." And like his motivation in the comic is literally like, these guys insulted me and showed me disrespect, and I can't be disrespected because I was like, what? He literally, like, some dude was like a security guard is like, excuse me, sir, you need to leave the club because the club owner has asked you to leave, and he like fucking punches the dude and like fucking breaks all of his ribs because he was asked to leave the club. Like, he's the superhero guy, like fucking killing people for like telling him to politely leave the club. Phantom Menace made a lot of money too. Doesn't mean it was good. I feel Isom is the same because no one say what happens in it. Yeah, exactly. People make fun of Naruto, but the author understands story structure. Yes. Yep. 100%. 100% agree. All right, I'm down at 11%. Literally.
All right. Well, come back, dude. We talk about this stuff every Saturday night. Come back and
every Saturday. We usually go longer. We're only going an hour and 49 because my battery's dying. I'm in a hotel.
Circumstances.
Glad for everybody that came. Glad for everybody that's going to watch on the replay. And like I said, hopefully I'll get some stuff recorded tomorrow. I'll make sure to bring my charger because they have a charging station, but no chargers, right? It's just basically a bunch of outlets. which is stupid. Usually a charging station has chargers there for you to use, right? But whatever. You got anything to add before we leave, Hammock?
Nah, I think that was a good stream. Good time to end.
Love, peace, booty grease. I'm out this bitch. Oh wait, it's gotta end. It didn't. Now I'm frozen. Son of a bitch. It won't let me end the stream.
Love, peace,
no.
booty, grease. Love, peace, booty, grease.
Fuck shit. Now it's, oh my god.
It's the show that never ends.
All right, now the little
It
thing
goes
popped
on
up.
and on, my friends.
All right, love, peace, booty grease. Once again, we out this bitch.